Yeah, we're not reading.
We're alive.
All right, good morning, everyone. Government Operations, Military Affairs. Today is Wednesday, March 19th. We are taking what's presumably a final look at H10. It is a approval of amendments to Charter of City of Barry. We had taken significant amount of testimony on this a few weeks ago. But because of the crossover deadlines, kind of held back on the conversation to revisit once we had capacity, and here we are. Now what we're looking at on the committee page is the language is the language that we looked at last time. Just pulling up my stuff. And so the city itself is content with the language. And we all seemed comfortable with the language as we were going over it. So I just wanted to take an opportunity for everyone to read the words on the page one last time, so we had a clear understanding of what we will more than likely be voting on.
Just do a quick reset here.
Yeah, Representative Morgan.
Is it possible to just have Tucker give us like the 3-minute abridged refresher on it? Just,
All right, absolutely.
okay. If he's amenable to that.
There's not much.
3 minutes.
Morning, everyone. Tucker Anderson, Legislative Counsel. You have in front of you H10 as introduced. These are amendments to the Charter of the City of Barry. The amendments really only cover 3 subjects. The first and the easiest to dispense of is that any references to the school board, the school commissioners that no longer exist is either struck or repealed in multiple sections of the bill. There's a repeal section at the end that repeals some of that outdated language related to the extinct school board, Board of School Commissioners. The second big picture thing that is happening here is in section 2, in section 202 of the charter, and that's on page 2 at the bottom. The annual meeting date for the city shifts from the first Tuesday in March to the second Tuesday in May. Finally, there are amendments here to separate what is currently the office of the city clerk and treasurer into offices of the city clerk, separate office of the city treasurer, and to allow the city to appoint the city treasurer. And the power to shift to appointed treasurers already exists in general law and Title 17. This aligns directly with general authority that municipalities have. The act is set to take effect on passage. However, as the chair was running through what happened, I believe you said weeks ago, but it feels like it may have been months in my memory. I did remember that I believe the sponsors flagged one additional change that had not been warned on the ballot because they didn't pick up on it, but they had asked the committee, from what I'm recollecting, to consider adding it here. And I'm just trying to find where that may have been.
Take your time.
Whether they submitted something to the committee, Autumn, at some point.
Yeah, we have something submitted. I am looking right now, Tucker. There's, a letter of support from the town manager. I believe that's his title. And additional information that was submitted way back in January.
Yes, so I was able to find it. They inadvertently missed references to the town meeting date in section 207 of the city charter, where there are still references to the city meeting date being on the first Tuesday in March.
Okay.
If that is something you would like to address in a conforming amendment, I can tee that up now. It could be ready for you in 15 or 20 minutes.
Does the committee find that favorable?
I think we should address that.
Thumbs, please. Yes. Boom. Thumbs. Yes,
So it shall be done.
So, all right. Representative Cooper of Burlington.
So they took the school governance out of the city charter and it went off someplace else to be governed. Is that common?
We probably have to ask someone from the city and the town how district shifted under Act 46, but the city's independent school board no longer exists.
The question more is, in general, things that are governed by charter that come to us. Voters can just vote to take it out of the charter and then the municipality can do whatever they want, whenever they want.
Not sure that I fully understand your question, but they may propose whatever they want, and the General Assembly has the authority, the plenary authority, with or without consent of voters, to amend charters as you see fit. In this context, school districts that were merged, consolidated, or that was through an express grant of authority from the General Assembly to receive education. It's an interesting legal question whether charter provisions could be superseded by that delegated authority, but maybe not an appropriate one to cover today.
Any other questions? No. I'm gonna take us offline while the language is prepared. So everybody just hold tight and stay close to the room, please.